All right, this is Unit 1 Statistics, Day 5. This is, I think, Part 3. So, I need to know the probability or the percent when my x or my data value is greater than 81. So before I can figure this out, I need to find my z-score. Okay, so we need to find our z-score that is greater than something. I don't know what it's going to be yet. We'll figure it out. So we're going to use the z-score formula where z is equal to my x, we'll use 81, minus my mean, so up above was my mean, divided by my standard deviation. All right, so we're going to put this into our calculator. And this is what we do when it doesn't say z, okay, because we have to have a z-score in order to do this. Okay, so 81 minus 76 divided by 2.6 is 1.92, which is perfect. We round to 2 decimal places because remember we need the 1.9 for the row and the 2 here for the column. Okay, so now I know this can go up here. That's what we need to find. So if I was going to draw a picture, I know this is my mean. I have 1, 2, 3 standard deviations. 1, 2, 3. Now it's positive 1.92, so it's almost here. I'm going to use a different color. It's almost here at 1.92. And it says greater than, so I'm shading everything above it. Okay? Now remember, when you go locate your z-score on the z-score table, it is everything below it. So we're going to have to make an adjustment here. All right, 1.92. Let's go to our z-score table. As soon as it comes up, and we're going to positive 1.9. Let me see where that is. Nope. I got to go up. It's just moving my chart, so hold on one second. Let's do this differently. So we're down here. There we go. 1.92. So we're going to go to 1.9. And then that's 0, 1, 2. So it's 0.9726. Okay. There we go. 0.9. So it's 0.9726. I'm going to multiply by 100 to give me 97.26%. Now, I only want what's bigger. Okay, the 97.26% has to do with below this red line, this red dashed line. I need to know above. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 100, the whole thing, and I'm going to subtract and remove everything below it so that all I'll be left with is what's above it. So 100 minus 97.26 equals, so I'm going to put that in my calculator. 100 minus 97.26 is 2.74%. And that is my answer. Okay? Let's try something a little bit different. Okay? All right. This time, we're going to switch over to number 9, which has a z. So that means I don't have to use that whole formula. But I'm going to split this into 2 parts. Okay? We're going to do this part. Well, maybe. Let's see. Come on. There we go. We're going to do this part. So I'm going to say, now I have to read this one backwards. Z is greater than negative 0.2. And I'm going to go ahead and put that 0 here. Okay? So this is a greater than symbol. Okay? Because I'm only doing this half. Because we have 2 parts, we're going to do the 2 halves. Now over here, I'm going to do this half, where z is less than 1.8, okay? All right, so I'm going to go in, we'll start with this side. I'm going to go into my table and find negative 0.2. So let me switch over and find our negatives. Let's see if it'll let me do this. Negative 0.2. So here it is all the way down here, right here, negative 0.2, and it's 0, so it's 0.4207. All right. I know this one, as I get back to it, is 0.4207, which multiplied by 100 is 42.07%. Okay? Now, this one over here is 1.8. So let me go find 1.8. So we're going to go to the positive table and find 1.80. And here it is, right here, 0.9641. All right, let me go back. So this one is 0.9641 times 100 gives me 96.41%. Okay? All right, now I'm going to draw a picture. Before we do anything else, we need to see what we're doing. I'm going to draw this one a little bit bigger because it has two of them. So my mean is right in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and draw my 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, 3. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay? All right, let me find different colors. So let's use yellow. Why not? So I'm going to put negative 0.2 on here. That means it's between 0 and 1 on the negative side. So I'm going to draw my dashed line. And again, this is a sketch. Okay? That is the green side. That's this one. And now I'm going to draw on this side. Let me get a different color also. Let's do light blue. So now I'm going to do this one, 1.8, which means I'm going to go 1 almost to 2. So we'll say this is 1.8. Okay? And that's this one. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of shading. Let me use my yellow first. We're going to figure out what we need. So the first thing we want to do is, this says z is greater than. So I need to know that I am doing this. This is all. So there we go. Greater than that. Okay. This one over here says less than 1.8. Okay, I'm going to do the blue. And I'm going to do less than 1.8, which is really all this also. Now the part I want is this green overlap. Okay, that's the part I want, is this green overlap. Now remember what I told you, okay? I told you that both of these percents that I figured out is always to the left. Okay? It's always to the left. So do you see how I know this whole piece right here is 96.41? 96.41. This whole big piece to the left of the blue. Okay? Now I know to the left of the yellow is 42.07. So what do you think you would do to figure out the green in the middle? Okay? And I might show you this with some scissors. We're going to play around with some scissors. If you were in class, you got to see this with scissors. If you weren't in class, well, you're kind of figuring this out with me. So if I know this whole thing is 96.41%, and I remove this piece, which is 4207, don't I have this piece left? So what does the word remove mean in math? Hopefully you're saying take away 42.07. And if I put this in my calculator, so 96.41 minus 4207, and you get 5434, and that is your answer, 5434%. And there's your answer. Okay, that is this green section. All right, let's try this one. Except for this one, I don't have the z-scores yet, so we got to find them for both. So let's do the first one. So we know it's going to be z is greater than something. So we're going to find that z-score using the 77 minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. And let's see what you get. 77 minus 76 divided by 2.6 gives you 0.38. 0.38. All right, that's our first one, 0.38. All right, I'm going to do it in a different color for the other side. Keep it. All right, over here, it's z is going to be less than something. We don't know yet, but we knew we need to find it. So we're going to do 83 minus 76 divided by 2.6. So let's see. 83 minus 76 gives me 2.69. Okay, that goes here. All right, now we have our 2. Now I can draw it. So let me draw. And again, we're not artists, so don't stress. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? All right. 0.38. I'm going to go back and I'm going to use the yellow. Yellow. So 0.38 is on the positive side. Yeah, somewhere. Oops, what happened to my yellow? My yellow disappeared. There we go. So here we go. Somewhere here. Now we want to, we'll shade in just a minute. That's my yellow. Let's do our light blue. We'll steal that. There it goes. There it is. Come on. And we're going to do 2.69. So 1, 2, somewhere here. And that's our blue. Okay, now let's shade. I'm going to start with the yellow. Let's shade with yellow. Okay, so 0.38, I want to shade bigger. So here's 0.38. I'm going to shade bigger. That's shading this whole thing bigger. Okay, now this side at 2.69, I am shading less. So here we go, less. It's this whole, oops, wow, that's weird. Oh well, we'll make it work. Can't hold it down too long. Okay, so again, I want the green part. Okay, I want the green part. Let me change back to my green. Okay, so I'm going to take this whole piece. Oh, we don't know. We got to look up these scores real quick. 0.38. Let's go look up our tables. Oh, I hope we have enough time to do this. 0.38. Let me see if I can get there quicker. 0.30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0.6480. Let me put that down. We might not have enough time. So it's 6480 is over here. And let's look up the other one real quick. 2.69. So 2.6. So 9964. I'm trying to do this one a little quicker. This is 9964 is this one. All right, so it's the big P's minus the small p's. And put that in your calculator. 99.64 minus 6480 gives you 3484. So my answer is 3484%.